In a fight, there's many different ways to win against your opponent. Some fighters choose to just strike with their hands. Some fighters stick to just typical kicks and punches with a couple elbows and knees every now and then. Many fighters like to just wrestle and maul their opponent with ground and pound strikes. Maybe a fighter wants to be more technical and look for submissions, for example, Charles Oliveira. There's many different ways to win a fight in the UFC, and some fighters have almost perfected certain styles. Today we're going to be analyzing in the modern era which fighters have the best Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Judo, Muay Thai, boxing, wrestling as a whole, and kickboxing. After going 5-4 on the regional scene in Brazil, a young Carlos Prates would pack his bags and move to Thailand. With barely any money at the time, Carlos Prates was forced to sleep in the Muay Thai gyms.
When I moved to Thailand, in Thailand you don't have a sponsor, you don't have anything, because Muay Thai, everybody do Muay Thai there. So you have to fight to make money, pay your bills, your house, your food, everything. My first month in Thailand, I did 6 fights in 1 month. They pay like 5,000 bahts.
In Prates' 6 years of living in Thailand, he would go on to rack up over 100 Muay Thai bouts. After 6 years of gaining a base in Muay Thai, Carlos Prates would take his skills to MMA. He became a brutal KOing machine.
Laser focus.
Since 2021, Prates has finished every single one of his opponents within MMA, except for Ian Gary. Carlos Prates is known for his heavy Muay Thai style, using a lot of elbows, knees, and teeps. He took out Radke with the knee up the middle, and Jeff Neal with a spinning elbow. So if there's anyone that's the best at Muay Thai, it's gonna be the one that has Muay Thai tattooed across his chest. For Judo, it used to be Khabib, but now it's no other than his predecessor, Islam Makhachev. In almost every single one of Islam's fights, he uses his classic Judo trips to dominate his opponents. You may think it's just wrestling, but Judo helps Islam win almost every single fight. Makhachev has taken many legends down, including Dustin Poirier and Charles Oliveira, using those exact same trips. Khabib and Islam have both seemingly mastered weight distribution in these trips and throws. Almost no fighter stands a chance against it, and it almost seems inevitable. We've seen great wrestlers in the UFC, but no one knew how to use Judo quite effectively as Khabib and Islam did with inside that cage. Many of Islam's opponents have noticed that it's not particularly his strength that makes him great, it's how he manipulates his body. Khabib's father originally wanted him to be a judoka, but he transitioned to MMA instead, and it's clearly apparent that Khabib's style rubbed off on his apprentice Islam Makhachev. Ilya is known for his laser-fast combinations that overwhelm his opponents with speed and power. He knocked out Max Holloway, Volkanovski, and Charles Oliveira back to back to back. 3 legends, all from his powerful boxing combinations. I don't think anyone's as sharp and clean and as deadly in the boxing as Ilia Topuria is. The way he throws his hips and follows through with his shots are extremely fundamental for boxing. The only type of kicks he throws are leg kicks, so he's mainly using boxing to destroy his opponents. He originally started as a wrestler, but his style slowly shifted towards striking the more he got used to MMA. We've seen powerful, fast strikers in the sport before, but no one hits as cleanly and precise as Ilia Topuria does. It's if he found a way to mix strength, power, precision, and speed all in one to be the perfect fighter in terms of the boxing. With the most submission wins in the UFC at 17, Charles "Do Bronx" Oliveira represents his homeland in the Brazilian favelas very well. Charles began training BJJ at 12 years old. Charles' journey in the UFC started in 2010 against Darren Elkins and ended in a submission. When it comes to finding a submission from just about anywhere, you can count on Charles to get it done. From half guard, side mount, full mount, sprawls, it doesn't matter where he's at. He's going to find a submission, and he has found a submission with 17 in the UFC. He's one of the only, if not the only, fighters where rocking him isn't necessarily a good thing, because if you fall him into your guard, there's a good chance he'll submit you. At 35 years old, Charles Oliveira submitted Mateusz Gamrot, one of the best wrestlers in the lightweight division. He truly set the standard way higher for BJJ in the UFC. He made BJJ entertaining and fun to watch. In terms of jiu-jitsu, Oliveira is definitely the most elite athlete we've ever seen with inside the UFC cage.
Strikes very intelligent.
Changes levels and looks for that takedown again and got the 2 hands clasped, goes side. He's going to run over to his corner. Oh, he went full lock.
Hamza is the definition of a wrestler inside the cage. He's an explosive powerhouse that'll blast through you with aggressive double legs and single legs and body locks. He's practically running towards you to take you down, and when he gets you down, he's pinning you on the ground, not letting you move at all, from half guard, from full mount, whatever he can to get the submission or ground and pound you to a TKO. And when he does get you down, you better pray you don't get finished, cause Khamzat holds the record for most ground strikes at 517. And even though he lost to Sean Strickland, I still think he has the most dominant double leg in the sport's history. He's taken down so many great fighters and elite wrestlers like Kamaru Usman, Robert Whittaker, and Dricus du Plessis with that exact double leg. When I think of wrestling, I think of Khamzat Chimaev's fights in the UFC, and that's why I chose him, a fast, explosive fighter that uses double legs to get fights done. Before the UFC, Alex Pereira was a 2-division kickboxing glory champion. He's the perfect representative of kickboxing and MMA. He barely had to change his style to dominate. Most kickboxers struggle with wrestling, grappling, and cage pressure when they transition to MMA, but Pereira adapted faster than almost anyone has ever done. Within a couple years of joining the UFC, he became the middleweight champion, and then he became the light heavyweight champion, all with the same kickboxing style. He brings elite kickboxing fundamentals into the cage, devastating calf kicks, perfect distance management, high-level feints, counter-striking, and that one-shot, heavy-handed kickboxing ability. He's without a doubt the most accomplished kickboxer we've ever seen inside the UFC.